ThisIs50.com. The Heineken is here, live in full effect, sitting towards my right. We got the ESSO. Who? My man represent the BX.
Story Ave,
legendary area. You know, Fat Joe, in Big Pun popularized that area. He goes by the name of ScarMega. I was confused by the name until I looked at his face. And I said, this guy took a disadvantage and made it an advantage, unless I'm under-assuming or over-assuming.
Nah, you right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And Smith ain't tell me that. I just looked, I said, oh, this nigga got scars.
Yeah. That shit real. Word.
So,
Yeah, bro.
that's interesting. Like, how did you get the scar? I hate asking the question, but it's part of your name now. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, this is, I take it for what a scar is. A scar is when you go through something and you heal from it and you're even stronger than you was before.
Bet.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, but at the same time, it's still there because it still makes up who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the scar is still there. So when you look in the mirror, but, I was young, running around and, putting in that work and on some West Side Story shit, he had a knife, I had a knife, and we just went at it. I was like 17, 18. But yeah, this was in the streets. It wasn't like I was, because I did some time and all that. I came home just like I went in. So it was no jail shit. It was just in the streets, young, running around.
So when did the turnaround occur?
The turnaround came when my grandmother passed away. When grandma passed away, it was just like, I gotta make a change. You know what I'm saying? Doing the time, facing 6 years flat for the hammer. Grandma was like second moms. That's when I was just like, I gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? Word. They even let me see my grandmother. Word, because I was incarcerated. Bones handcuffed. I couldn't do it with no family there, none of that. Just going there, boom, boom. It was just me and the two police officers, my grandma. They said I could have had no family there when I went to go see her. Okay. So my mind was on some other shit. I was, because... that was grandma. So other than that, that's when that happened. Word.
I'm very familiar with your area. So is my partner Esso. One side is the co-ops, even though it go down over there. I got the big park, and then further down, you got the fuckboy 41st precinct. That's where they shot Diallo 41 times. It's crazy. They shot the number of their precinct, and then further down, you got the legendary hip hop artists, all the grit. Like, coming from that neighborhood, how hard is it to walk the straight line, to say, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to go to college and do something, instead of saying, I'm going to bang, get drugs, run whores, whatever. Why is it so enticing, man?
Because, that's how that's the role models. It's really about the absent fathers, man. I'm be honest with you. Because when you coming outside and you see son getting money, he's getting all the bad joints. At the end of the day, that's your father figure. You know what I'm saying? If your pops ain't there to really give you that direction, that's who you looking up to. And then he's only giving you information the best he know how. That's so you know what I'm saying? So he's looking at it like, I'm gonna throw you something. That's a good look. He's not looking at it. I'm gonna put you on. That's a Bendy show in the hood. In the hood, that's a Bendy show. It's not like, I'm fucking
I'm gonna introduce you to this shit. It's like, I'm gonna help you get some money.
Yeah,
this is what we had to do. Blase, blah.
It's not looking at that's how we do it. When you bless and throwing shit on people, you know what I mean? It's a lookout. It's not like, upper class look at it like, you helped deteriorate his. We show love how we know how to show love. So that's what it is.
Say that again. We show love
the way that we know how to show love.
That's real right there.
Exactly.
What made you turn to music though? Because it could be cliche. Everybody rap. It's a lot of dudes out here that's not rapping. But why'd you turn to music as your way to express yourself and to get paid at the same time?
Well, at first it was just the love, just catching the cipher. I grew up where it was about being clever and witty. I started off at elementary school, and me and my man Tavon and Rahim, God bless his soul. That was my first rap partner. We just made a song called Do You Remember the Old School Days? And from there, I performed at the elementary school. I fell in love with it. I knew this is what I wanted to do. And then from there, I just ran with it. So then now I'm in the battles. I'm in doing all this type of shit. When you're around the hood, that's what it's all about, being clever. Who the best? So we battling. And that was just who I am. I was always known as someone who rap. So now I just took it to the next level by putting money behind it. But I always knew that this was what I want to do in my life, make music.
Okay.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
What was those first steps? Because, there's people that do it, and then there's people that do the music. So how did you know, what did it take for you to be like, I'm doing this the right way?
But hold on, let me add on to what he was saying about why. I forgot to mention my man's pops had a studio. And I was like 13. I'm doing the, back when you pounding on the desk and not the desk, the cafeteria table, freestyling, bam, bam, bam. We getting it in, boom, boom, boom. I'm going in, mad energy. He said, yo, you need to come to my house. My pops got a studio. So we went to his pop's house, boom, he had the professional studio, he took me under the wing. And then that's when I was in that professional studio behind the glass and all that, that's what made me say, yo, this is what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the money aspect is,
that comes later.
That just came later.
No, it's like the smell of the studio. It's just something about when you walk in the studio.
Environment. It's just
the smell. It's like your own personal real estate in the world that nobody can come get you, and you can make your own personal magic. It's like pure joy. When I walk in the studio, I smell it. I'm ready to roll up, call everybody. I'm over here right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole vibe that people, if you do it, you'll understand it. It's addictive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for me, that's like you said it. I loved the reactions people would give me for my music because I know I'm good at what I do. So when I sat there, when you sit and sing some clever shit, people are like, ooh, yeah, that's that shit that makes you want to keep doing that shit.
I know
you know what I'm saying? Because you good at what you do. You know what I'm saying? So
and so because to go back to the question, how did you know you were really making a breakthrough? It's almost like, let me give you an example. A motherfucker could play college ball, but you don't know you in the NBA until you be around NBA players. You doing NBA things. So a dude could be rapping his life away in the studio. So when did you know the difference of this ain't a hobby? This is now I'm really busting this through. People recognizing me. This is how I'm living my life.
First off, it just starts with me. When I say it starts with me, I just know this is what I'm gonna do to the day. I could be a millionaire tomorrow, and I go into an actor or be whatever part. I'm always gonna make music because I love making music. I'm gonna be 50, 60 years old making music because it's for me first. The fact that I'm putting it toward this is because I know to win in anything is persistence. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time. I was just talking to the big bro Smitty, and I was telling him, persistence is consistency under pressure.
Yes.
You feel me? So it's easy to be consistent. But when you have that pressure, that's what makes you different than the rest. Can you handle that pressure? Some of us are running to that wall and be like, you know what? I'm going to change the game. I don't want to play no more. I'm losing too much.
I don't like the way they play outside.
I'm losing too much.
I don't like the way they play outside.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go inside.
I'm done. I'm going to switch it up. I want to play checkers now. This chess game too hard.
Those are losers, though.
Exactly.
That's what I call lows.
Exactly.
Losers.
When you keep going forward, that's what's going to separate you from everybody. That's how you win.
It's going to happen.
Exactly. You make it inevitable.
How'd you feel when you realized that you had to invest in yourself, that it wasn't just about people loving you and liking you? What did that feel like? And I'm asking for a serious question because people consult with us all the time. And I tell them that they need money. And they be like, money for what? I was like, yo, every person that you go to is you want them to put you in a position to make money, correct? What are they going to get from that? So when you had that realization, what was that feeling like? And did it make you feel stronger? Like, I'm going to get this. If that's what it takes, I'm doing this shit. Bro, did it make you feel more?
I ain't even going to lie to you, bro. When I found out, I think it's both. I think it's money and relationships.
Oh, definitely.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, from the big homie, not to name drop, but he's one of my mentors, D from Rough Riders. Okay. One of the owners, D&Y. D, and he would tell me, like, I'd rather work with somebody who's half-ass talented, who's a good person, than someone who's an asshole and's talented. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your relationships is everything. And if you're not a good person, people ain't gonna want to work with you.
No, they're not gonna want to work for you.
Exactly.
Fuck with you.
Fuck for you. Exactly. Regardless of the money. Because all money ain't good money.
Because you need them.
You know, you like
you
all money ain't good money. I'm not even gonna take that money because you a headache. So when I found out that it was gonna take the money for that question you just asked, man, I felt like, oh shit, it's gonna be easy then. Because I'm confident in myself. I know
that's the scary part for most people when they realize that, yo, I just can't go in and rap and throw this record on the wall and somebody do it. I said, no. I said, yo, when you go to the club and that DJ's playing in the club, you know the club dude pays him to DJ there, correct? Now, all those records that he's playing, those are either hit records or records of people that they have a relationship with, that either give them money or show them love. When I say give them money, it don't have to be physical dinero. It could be love. You could throw them bitches. You could buy them a TV. You know what I'm saying? You could do a favor, get him a fucking restaurant appointment for his wife that he normally can't
What's
get.
your favorite word? It's currency.
Currency. Whatever. That's the word. Not paying, but knowing that you have to have some type of currency in this game.
But bro,
great word, bro. I like
but
that.
bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That's life, man.
That's life.
Yes.
That's life. Listen, the foundation of cooperation is reciprocation, bro. It's reciprocation. You want your joint to be good to you, you gotta be good to her.
That's a fact.
You want to make this. You want to make money with somebody. You want somebody to cooperate with you. It's a give or take system, bro. You got to be giving something for somebody to want to give you something, bro. That's just life. Period, bro. Nobody wants to feel taken advantage of, bro.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, once I learned this, you know what I'm saying, that reciprocation is the foundation of cooperation. That's who I am anyway. But once it got narrowed down and broken down where I could understand it, that's what I do, man. That's life, man.
What's been the toughest obstacle? Because I'm just gonna assume you got a Latino background, Hispanic background. I hate. And because I know, like, he's been in the music business for 20 years. I've been in 10. Sometimes it'd be tough. Even though Fat Joe and Pun broke through, Cardi broke through, there's still people be like, "You a Spanish nigga?"
I don't even speak Spanish, so that's sad.
I was just about to ask you, do you rap in Spanish? Because that'll cross you over like a mother.
Yeah, I need to, though. My man tells me all the time. He be like, yo, you need to, you got
to throw some
words
in there. How you grew up
in the Bronx and didn't learn no Spanish?
I mean, I understand it.
That makes
I understand
sense.
it, but, I
You're
can't
a street
really.
nigga. You don't want to get robbed.
I'm just, exactly.
You don't want to get robbed.
I need to know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you gonna set me up?
Word up. I got you. I'll be right back. I'll be out.
So, do you got visuals out? Like,
I got a joint.
When am I gonna see you?
Right now, I got a joint with Dave East.
Okay,
we just did an interview with him.
It just came out. It just dropped 30 minutes ago.
Oh, word? Oh, that's dope. That's fly. Yeah. That's fine. I just got a joint with him. I got a joint with God bless his soul, my man Fred the Godson. That was one of the dude. Yo, let me tell you something. He showed me love right off the rip. When he, because I'm from the Bronx. He's from the Bronx. On top of that, we didn't live far from each other. He found out that he liked how I spit because I got the bars, whatever, and we just.
Everybody say that about him. He's one of the few people that I never built a relationship with. Like we met in passing and said what up, but
humble
it's
brother.
very rare that I don't have a chance to like build with somebody, and he was one of them. Unfortunately,
yeah. Like I remember the first interview I did with him. That had to be like probably 7 years ago, whatever, 8 years ago, and it was right by not Co-op City, but by Bay Plaza Mall.
Yeah, that's
but the next exit.
That's it. You might as well say that's Co-op City.
That's Co-op City. That's basically
But
Gun Hill. You remember
Gun Hill? Exactly.
But I wasn't used to driving that far, and I didn't know how to take tolls, and I'm like, damn, we going fucking far to do this shit. And this nigga gave us an ill freestyle, and he just had such a warm environment, and we had the friendship going for ever since then. I would just see him, and then I'm like, this Corona shit took this nigga. There's a lot of dirty niggas that they could have wiped out. Not him.
Exactly.
And then
that's a fact.
And one time, when his wife was first pregnant, and I seen him take her to the hospital. He ain't seen me, and I just seen how he was around his woman, and he took her to Presbyterian on 70th and York. And that's like a big boss man hospital. That's where if you get cancer, you go there. They gonna make sure you live. And I said, yo, this guy really cares about people. And I didn't bother him. He didn't see me. And that always stuck in my head. So, when you mention Fred, that's I can see why he showed you that love. And shit.
He showed me love. So I got to join with him.
Yeah. Davies, you said.
Davies. I got it on Off Papers EP. I got to join with Goods the Animal, the battle rapper. That's my son. Yeah,
yo, bro, the amount of bitches we be talking. You got to. Yo, let me tell you something. I would always be like, yo, Goods, I might want to wife this chick. Did you fuck her yet? Right? And he'll look. He said, because I know you, I'll tell you.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. And he'll give the scouting reports. Like, that bitch got good pussy. That shit is trash. That's my nigga.
Yeah, they be on that. I don't be doing all that.
No, he don't do that shit.
Chilling.
So you got Goods, it's BX, Uptown so far?
It's definitely BX thing. And so that's what I'm pushing right now. And then
I like that.
This fall, I got to join with, I'm going to drop a joint with Chinese Kitty. This shit crazy.
I know.
Yeah. This shit crazy though. This gonna be a club joint. This right here, I'm like.
So you ready for the clubs to start cracking off?
Yeah,
again?
that's why we held it. I'm trying to hold it back.
Well, they
outside opens, right?
Yeah, because I'm
you got a promo.
Club, huh?
You got to promo that thing. You got to go.
This guy's great at marketing and promo.
Okay.
What do you think would be a good game plan to time it because he's going to have to pump the record before outside opens a little.
Yeah, but you want to try to strategically do it maybe into September, start pumping it and get ready to go outside for many reasons, because the basketball season is about to be done around that time. They talking about a cure around that time. And that's right before it starts getting really cold, because they say if COVID come back, it's gonna come back in full strength when it gets cold outside. So you want to beat it. It's still warm. It's still people could go outside. It's still places that you could eat at outside and maybe explore some lounges. It's places out here.
Yeah, right now I just ate
ate
in 2 days ago. They had a restaurant that I actually ate inside.
Oh yeah, so
right in Pelham. I said, shit. I thought that it was just to go. It was a buffet spot. I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to take my food. And I said, you can sit in here and eat. So I had a little doo-wop on me. I was like, all right, boom.
Yeah. Third or fourth week of September, though. Third or fourth week of September would be a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
and it's so many ways to promo, because you know Smith, so you can get people to put it. And if it's not going on like it should be, I'm sure you can put in people's stories. It's a lot of ways that you can get light on yourself.
I'll give you this.
Although you home.
Because we're all around the same age range. You see how when Little John blew up in 03, 04, all that music he was pumping was from an album 2 years ago. That was an old album, and he purposely said, I'm going to work every record. So even if you think it didn't hit, I think sometimes niggas give up on records too quick. I don't know what
because it's a science, because they say it takes 3 months for people to take notice. So if you're not getting a reaction by 2 months, people going to save their money because they're not really thinking that you're going to get a reaction in 3 months. It's possible, but it's rare. There are some records that work a year or two later, but that's very rare as well.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm
the
saying?
sound changes.
And we know that if something doesn't work, they didn't put the correct money behind it.
Yeah. We know records like
that's just what it is. Some artists get the budget that they say, we're going to make this record work. And some get the budget where they say, we're going to see if it works. Then some are in tax write-off bracket.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, we're not going to work. We're going to eat the whole fucking budget. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
I mean? It's
basically like making the record work.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It's just this. It's almost like if you run in the streets, I'm not a street dude, just to give you a basic breakdown, you're like, I know if I hit ScarMega, there's no way these packs are going to fail because his system is flawless.
I'm going to get rid of it.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Whereas
it's going to
other
work.
people, you're like, yo, Paco.
You got friendships too.
Yeah.
So if you come to somebody who's dealing with their friendship, if you come to me, right, there are people that I have to pay.
It's unavoidable.
To help you, promoters, club DJs, etc. Right? but people, he knows, like, I'm kind of blunt and upfront with them because I tell them, I'm not fucking with you because it's not gonna work with you. You don't work well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With this type of person, but everybody else not gonna do that. They'll still give it to Smith. They'll still give it to Hein, although they know that they're not gonna do it because they gotta look at Hein and say, Hein gonna be like, oh, you got a budget? Word. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you gotta be careful because sometimes you're gonna need extra to overpay other people because you just never know, and one little thing could stop your record.
Yo,
everything is timing. So what you're doing, you're setting up right now. You're in setup mode, right?
Exactly.
So once you do setup mode, then it's like you talk to Smith and be like, all right, well, what record am I going with? I'm going with the Chinese Kitty. Okay. We past setup mode now. Now I'm ready to go. I got the record that I want. You know what I'm saying? Smith set it up with who I need to go see.
The visuals.
And now I'm doing this. I got to time the visual. Sometimes people shoot the visual prior. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I believe in shooting a visual when it's fresh.
Yeah.
See, Chinese Kitty isn't so big that she's going to have a schedule that you can't get to her. She's not Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a schedule with Nicki. If Chinese Kitty busy, you bring her back next week. We'll do it next week. But at least the record is fresh. Then you get the crowd of people that surround you. You have a fresh vibe, and everybody's waiting for it to come out. Then they see it on BET Jams in 2 weeks. Now, Scar's moving. Let's get on the Scar train.
Yeah, and that's how it starts. Because they're going to be like, and you see you working out already. So all the girls that Chinese Kitty know,
they bring them right to you.
You're gonna already wipe out 20% of that. Easy. Just off GP and just off thoughts being thoughts. Boom. That's 20% female fan base.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Come on.
I was in there today.
There you go.
I was trying to get Smitty.
I'm
gonna
there
get
every
Smitty
day.
up in there.
What, in the gym?
I got him in the gym.
Yo, I
that's
lost
what's
30
up.
pounds.
That's what's up, bro.
He was like, yo, nigga, we not gonna get this money.
Because we moving too.
Yo, listen, wealth is health, man. Yo, listen,
wealth.
wealth is health. You already know wealth is health, man. We can sit here, we can talk about money, but if you unhealthy, you already know that.
You can't even enjoy it. That's what I've been telling you. You can't fuck the hoes that you want and supposed to be fucking. You don't have the stamina, bro.
Oh, you got them working. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Grinding, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I
like
ride
that
the bike
shit.
and all that. And it's important. Like on the stage that we at, they look at us as upcoming rappers on the end of what we doing, right? So when they came to talk to us, they told us like, yo, you got to live life because you got to promote yourself. You got to do this. You got to do that. When they see people working out and taking care of themselves, it's automatically a different vibe and a different bracket that they put you in. You're preparing your body for the long haul and the rigorous work.
Let me tell you how real it is.
It's just a level of discipline that it goes unsaid. Where you be like, yo, damn, he put in the work. You can see somebody be like, yo, he put in that work.
Even partying, there's a certain way you got to. I remember we went to the Meek Mill release party, right? Dog. He just sitting there. He's like, you ready? I'm like, yeah. I've been here. He said, no, you don't get it. Next thing you know, we had like 20 broads around us, just dancing. And then the liquor never stopped coming, Mega. He's like, what are you going to do? You got to drink this shit.
And you got to get in shape. This is part of the job.
Then we was in Tao after that with, what's the boxer? Deontay Wilder. Oh, motherfucker.
I left it, son.
Nigga, the food just kept coming. And the food kept getting better and better. And I'm like, nah, I got to do push-ups, B.
I said, yo, you gotta just prepare yourself for
That was
greatness.
one of my inspirations, too, man. LL Cool J and 50 Cent. When I was seeing them, and you know, now I'm on ThisIs50, this is crazy. Yeah. But, you know, just seeing 50 Cent and all that, I was like, yeah, that's what I... You know, and
that's a discipline.
Actually, when I touched down, that's what I'm a personal trainer. That's how I was doing. I was doing that for 5 years while I was on them papers. I was doing that 5 years straight, working in the gym and all that. So, yeah, man, I'm all about that. You know what I'm saying?
So that means we all got to do a gym run when this gym shit.
Man ain't going to no gym.
Nah, he used to play football. Dude.
I say right now.
Smitty said some numbers. I ain't gonna say it. We just gonna, you know, cause I go by what Smitty talk about.
What would he used to what he used to do got to do what he doing right now.
Oh, what you doing lately?
That's all I got to say.
Yo, we got 4 shit talking.
It's a lot of niggas that used to do shit. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna front. And then I ain't gonna lie, and that quarantine hurt. That quarantine hurt, cause I try to go under that weight today.
A lot of smoking that big dud. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So how you merging? What else are you into that you're trying to merge into your music and into your lifestyle? Because that's part of being an artist now, your lifestyle. You said
personal training, definitely to work out the image and all that.
Of course.
But that's just who I am. Like,
I mean, that's the money though.
Exactly. No,
that's life.
Exactly. And I'm a writer too. I forgot to mention that. When I was young, I was writing 2 stories and all. I wrote 4 books. Okay. I got 4 books right now that's actually being edited right now. You know what I'm saying? It should be finished soon. But I wrote that. They threw me in the Baja when I was up top. So while I'm in the box, you know what I'm saying? I had an option. To lose my mind.
I'm about to say go crazy is the first one. Or use it
I flipped that negative to a positive. And I did something I would have never did when I was in population. Because even in population, you get caught up doing shit. And I end up writing 4 books, man.
What type of books were they like?
They urban novels, but it was but it was 4 books, official urban novels. You know, I connected them to a series. You know what I'm saying? So
congratulations on that, boss.
Thank you, brother.
Ain't just writing books, bro.
ScarMega, give us a song that is a great representation for somebody who wouldn't know who you are. Like, you'd be like, this is the song you need to play to get the proper introduction and understanding of who I am, to become a supporter of who I am.
You talking about a song I made?
Yeah. Or even a song that motivated you too. That,
I mean, you know, the new song I got with Davies, you know, I definitely displayed my flow. I've been rhyming like that for years. It was crazy. I rhymed like that before I even heard pun. I was in the streets rhyming like that, and there's people that could attest that. So I displayed that because, you know, you always try to play around with the flow. Yeah. So that song right there, like a lot of my songs is aggressive because that's what I do. I make aggressive music. You know, that's why I'm from the streets. So we just amp music. You know what I'm saying? Whether you playing when you work out music, boom. You know, so that's the type of music I make.
Yeah. I could give you a visual. I remember Jim Jones did this when he was on 106 in Park, and he did the push-ups with Roxy on his back. You might have to get either Chinese Kitty or some girls like twerking while you doing.
Chinese Kitty got to be on his back in his video.
Yeah, and while you doing the push-ups.
That's how you open it up.
And then you know what you can do? For her verse.
And then you start rapping.
And then part of your verse, you doing the push-ups, and you rapping, and she rapping some ad-libbing your verse, and then vice versa. She ad-libbing on what I can, and you just keep going.
I like the push-up thing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different, right?
Nigga,
but yo,
you're 40% of the hoes.
But yo, when you get when you ready to shoot that video, make sure we know so we can come
be
down
out
there.
Oh yeah, pull up.
We'll come and support you. Bring the camera, do a little lifestyle piece.
That's love, brother. Definitely
on set. And we'll, you know what I'm saying, and you got full support from us. You know what I mean?
Good looking, brother. Appreciate that.
Other than another place other than Story Ave that's crazy is Cortland.
Yeah, Cortland. 161, Vietnam.
Nigga, I never seen that's bro. I've never seen so much detectives in my life in one little block radius.
They parties be crazy. That little park right there, they be throwing that party.
And that's what not the cops, the detectives be in that shit. Partying with the niggas, yo. Mega, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Right, you can find me on Instagram, my IG, the real ScarMega, TheReal ScarMega. Facebook, ScarMega, YouTube, One Crazy Summer. You know, that's the label I'm pushing. Because, you know, like you said, once I made it a business, you know, I mean, you know, when you start talking about spending money, now you're talking about business. So I made it and got my paper
and all of that.
Yeah, I got me my it's a sole proprietorship right now. But you know, it's sole proprietorship, it's still a business. Exactly.
Same.
Exactly. So I got One Crazy Summer Music. That's my YouTube page.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
ScarMega.
ThisIs50. Smith, good looking now.
Bag fuel.
Salute. Word up. Yo, appreciate for y'all having me here for real.
No doubt. We out.